Hello again, I'm Keisha and I'm here with another fantastic dessert for you. I'm about to make a chocolate panna cotta and it's going to be infused with our London fog tea, which is going to just give that chocolate an extra layer of dimension and flavor. I've done it in a couple of other recipes, the budino and other things too, and it's just so absolutely incredible. I had to do it in a panna cotta. All right, to start out, I've got a heavy bottom saucepan right here and I'm going to add 1 cup of half and half right into my pan. And I'm also going to add 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream, just like that. Okay, get all of that out, all of that goodness. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to turn my heat up to medium and I want to bring this to a boil, but before this actually starts getting to a boil, I need to bloom my gelatin first. So I'm going to take in a bowl here 2 tablespoons of ice cold water right from the glass. Just 2 tablespoons. All right. And 1 packet of gelatin. And all I want to do is sprinkle the gelatin right on top of the water. I do not want to mix it, so just sprinkle it all on top. That's it, and just let it bloom. Let it sit until we're ready for it. All right, awesome. So to my milk mixtures, my half and half and heavy cream, I want to add 2/3 of a cup of sugar right here. And I also want to add a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. There we are. I like to get all of it out, as much chocolate flavor as possible right here. Okay, so I'm going to stir this together and get the chocolate really mixed in with the cream and the half and half as this comes to a boil. Okay, as we're warming up our milk mixtures here, I want to add a pinch of salt. It's going to be about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt right in there. And if you have salted chocolate, you know it's just amazing, right? Just brings that flavor onto a whole new dimension. And now I want to add 1 1/2 teaspoons of our London fog tea that I got from New Break, which is absolutely amazing. And all I want to do is just bring it to a boil. All right, our milk is at a boil, so what I'm going to do is strain all of those tea leaves out of our half and half and heavy cream mixture, and I'm simply going to pour it over a strainer and into a bowl. So that way we have a pure, silky, smooth panna cotta. So, all right. Make sure the burner's off, kill the heat, and I want to make sure and get all of that goodness out. Perfect. All right, this is going to go resting here. I'm going to tap my whisk just to make sure I get any of those extra little tea leaves off. All right, I have a big bowl of hot, steamy cream right here, and now I want to add my bloomed gelatin. So all of this gelatin is going to go right into the hot mix, and I'm simply going to whisk it until it's nice and smooth and all of the gelatin has dissolved. Our gelatin has dissolved, and now I'm going to give it a little taste. Let's see. You're going to want this. Oh, I promise you're going to want this. All right. Putting this away. Now I need to pour it into my dessert dishes that I've got some little ramekins right here. I want to make this easier to pour, so I'm going to get the big boy. This guy. Go from one bowl into all the others, and I feel really bad for the poor soul who's got to do all these dishes. Oh, that's me. That's all right, well worth it. Okay, so I'm going to pour just enough to get almost to the top. And we're going to even them out a little bit. Why not fill them up to the top? Be generous with your portions, right? Okay, these guys need to sit out at room temperature for at least 30 minutes before going into the refrigerator. So once they're chilled enough, I'm going to pop them into the cooling box and we're going to take it from there. The panna cottas have cooled enough to touch, so they're not scalding hot anymore. They're gonna go right into the fridge, and it takes about 3 or 4 hours to like really set up. So this is just gonna sit overnight, and tomorrow it's gonna make a decadent dessert that I'm gonna serve with my miso caramel sauce and blow all of my guests away. So we're gonna check back in tomorrow once these are set and get a bunch of reactions. Hey, do you remember that chocolate panna cotta that we put in the fridge last night to set up? It's time for the unmolding. Here it is, and look, beautiful. It's nice and firm. It's gonna be like super jiggly. It's gonna be awesome. I have a bowl of really, really warm water right here, and all I wanna do is dunk my ramekin into the bowl. And I don't want the water to come up on top of me, obviously, because I don't want to ruin the panna cotta. But I want that water just to warm up the sides and the bottom of the ramekin so I can unmold it really easily. So this might take a second, so just have some patience. It's totally worth it. What you can also do to kind of help it along is have a toothpick. And you can slide the toothpick into the side of the ramekin and just kind of very gently, hugging the side of the dish, go all the way around. And that'll help to unmold the sides of it a little bit. And turn it just a little bit right here. And continue with my toothpick. Perfect. So good. All right, so we're gonna try and unmold this now. So all I'm gonna do is take my plate and put it on top of the ramekin and flip it over. Give it a little jiggle. And there it is. Look at this. Oh, you probably can't see it from where you are. Here, check it out. Oh my gosh. Look at that chocolatey goodness right here. Okay. So this is a beautiful chocolate panna cotta, and I'm just gonna scoot this over to the side because now I want to dress it up. Okay. It's beautiful and luscious and delicious as it is on its own, but I have to amp it up a little bit. I've got some of my miso caramel sauce right here that I just made, and I cooled it down just a little bit because I don't want it to melt the dessert, but I do want a little drizzle all around the chocolate. Here we go. Just a little bit of a drizzle because chocolate and caramel just goes together, right? They're like besties, like best friends. Okay, and maybe just a little bit on top too. Okay, all right. This is gonna go on the side, and just to freshen it up and brighten it up, a couple scrapes of orange zest. Yeah. And here you have a very restaurant quality dessert. Oh my word. Look at this. Beautiful, luscious panna cotta. So we're going to taste it and see how it is. Get a little bit of the caramel. Look at this. Look how creamy. Oh, look at that texture. You guys, this is dessert heaven. I'm not kidding. The chocolate is really rich, but it's not like so rich that you can't eat more than one of these, because you can probably eat like all 4 that I prepared. The orange just lifts it and brightens it up so much, and the caramel gives it that extra dimension of salty flavor that it just goes so well together. Guys, This is a massive win. Chocolate panna cotta by Kitchen Bravo. You've got to try it, make it, go for it, impress your guests. But most of all, indulge yourselves.